This is day 2. I don't count yesterday because that's arrival and that was, set the tent up. But I finished my fence. It's just made out of live trees, and it will rot and it will fall down. I have 2 cedar posts actually, so they'll last forever. But you follow the fence up to the Barber's Trail, so it won't keep anything out, but it was a fun build. And then this leads into Barber's Trail. So it makes the place look cooler, and we got a lot of wild hog sightings, and of course it won't keep them out, but then I got that big opening right there you drive through, so that's not gonna keep them out. I'm running my generator over there, recharging my batteries. I got 3 of them recharging at the same time. It worked real well today. Last time it gave me a few issues, but today it's doing well. So I'm going to start now on the inside. I brought LED lights that I'm going to string on the inside, so I'll have lighting at night for when I cook, and also lighting inside my shower when I take a shower. So that's going to be a big help out here. It's I'm not roughing it like I should be. I got my electric generator, I got my LED lights, I got my solar panels, so it's all we're back in the yurt. But that's today's progress. I was planning on staying 4 days, but yet last night was really cold, so I may pack up in the morning depending on how I do tonight. If I stay warm tonight, I'm going to put my lantern in there to heat the place up. If I stay warm tonight, I will stay an additional day, then come home on Sunday. Now that's a good fire. It's late. It's almost 11 o'clock. I keep getting tired. I've heated up my water to where my buckets actually started melting, so I had to move it. But I got my room trying to heat up over there for my shower. I got tired of them just glowing amber, so I got me a real fire burning here now. Threw a bunch of cedar on there, and cedar burns really good, and it pops, and it's like firecrackers out here. I saw one shoot across the bush there a minute ago. But that's a good fire. It's all nice and warm and cozy. I'm going to unzip my jacket. This is day 2 out here. So I froze last night, so I'll freeze again. I actually warmed up the tent, I think, a little bit. I moved it over to my shower now, trying to warm it up in there a little bit. But this is a nice fire. I'm wrapping up my 4-day trip. Today's October 4th. The weather was very nice. The night's pretty cold, down in the lower 50s. And that's surprising. My last trip here, the nighttime lows were in the upper 70s. So I haven't had my perfect trip to where it was just cool and pleasant at night. I was cold most of the night. Well, all 3 nights exactly. The sleeping bag kept me warm, but just having to get out of it for a moment during the night was pretty chilling, pardon the pun. But this trip, I wasn't real strenuous. It was more relaxing than anything. I finished my fence here. It's and I probably mentioned this earlier. It's all made out of natural wood, so it's going to rot, and I'll have to eventually replace everything. I do have 2 cedar posts that I just hate cutting down cedar. I love it so much. I have 2 good posts right there, so they'll live quite a long time before they deteriorate, if any. But I think my fence looks kind of cool. It's very rustic, which is what I was going for, and it's not going to keep out anything, nothing at all. We do have some wild hogs in the area, many actually, but it's not going to keep them out. But it was a fun build, and that's what I'm out here for, is to do things for fun. I did work on my shelter a little bit more here. I've been really neglecting it. I added some more pieces to the roof, and I'm getting close to being done. I still have that little B section over there to the left. I hung out in my shelter last night because it's so warm in here. I mean, I almost was sweating. It was so warm inside. I think, oh wow, the temperature hadn't dropped. I just walk outside of it, and you feel the 50-degree weather immediately once you walk out of this perimeter here. But that thing really generates some great heat. And I brought the yurt again. I should have slept in the teepee because it's a lot warmer. But I wanted to sleep in the yurt because I brought my cot, and the cot is so much better on my back than that inflatable mattress. But I'll probably, wow, something just popped over there in my kitchen area. But like I said, I just forgot my train of thought. But the mattress is very hard on my back, whereas that cot was a lot nicer. Oh, I just want to say I just have a few little places to fill in there, and maybe right that little gap there, and my shelter will be ready for this winter to really keep me warm. And I contemplated some more about building my my bunkhouse, and eventually I was thinking about right over there, but I started thinking more that I need to get away. There is a house over there. You can see the rooftops right over there, and they have a barking dog, and their boys come in with it, and they have some really loud trucks. So I thought now there's a sort of level area right up in there that I'm going, and that's closer to my property line. It's probably almost to the edge of the property line. So that gets me as far away as I can from them, and it gets me as far away as I can from the interstate. Which it doesn't matter how far back I get, I'm going to hear that interstate. Now, some new things over in the kitchen area. Oh, I did do a new staff today. Which I had a little video on. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one right here. It needs a lot of cleanup, but I need to start selling these on Facebook or something. That's free. But those are all my staffs so far. So it was just something to do. I came across, whenever I come across a straight board, that's cedar that I have to do that to it. But over in my kitchen area, I did add some more logs to my little log fence here. That would be, and I don't want to close that area off because sometimes I go behind there to adjust the canopy. But this is another one of the finds my dad found. The neighbor was throwing this away, and it works great. And I'm going to have to relearn how to cook my coffee because I put my coffee pot on there, and I've twice nearly cooked the entire, cooked it all away because it cooks so much faster in that little bitty small propane stove I have. But this just it works great. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. So and I use my rocket stove. I still use that for cooking on my skillet because it's fun. Not because that would be more efficient. I could just get it and cook more evenly, but that's more fun. I'm gonna continue using it. Took 2 showers. The shower the first night, I kept the water next to my fire, and if you look on my bucket here, I think you can see where it started to melt right there because I got so close to the fire. But that water was scalding. I mean, I kept just sprayed on me gently because it was so hot. And last night it was, I wish I had gotten a little bit warmer, but I was cautious. And I put a little shelf up right here. And one other thing, you're not gonna be able to see it, but I added LED lighting. I mean, I'm not roughing it. It's obvious now. I've gotten I got a stove, I got lighting, but I got LED lighting all across here. And I got it across my shower so I can see inside my shower. And I had this in here last night just to create heat because I got this little plastic thing up here to try to trap some of the heat in. I'm gonna do a better job of that. I'm gonna get me some maybe some plastic roofing and clear to put in there, because that'll just, if I leave that there, the water will build up on it and it'll just crater in. But that's it for this trip. We're just going to start packing up right now and head for home. And it may be a while before I come back out here because there's so much things I've been neglecting at the homestead that I need to get done. But it was very enjoyable. Always flying the Jolly Roger. Not a lot of wind, which was nice. Swept up the trail over there again. It was so covered with leaves, I couldn't see it, and I'd go out in the woods, and that's kind of how I figure out where I'm at. I look for the trail, and I couldn't see it because it's covered with leaves, so I swept it. But that's the end of another trip, and hopefully I intend to make a sign to hang there. I haven't decided what I'm going to call the camp yet. I've got an idea, but I want to hang a sign there. Maybe put some skull and crossbones on it, to tell you to keep out. Like that's going to help. So far, we hadn't had anybody invade my campsite while I'm gone. But it's inevitable to happen. I swear, it takes me longer to break camp than to make camp. Always douse my fires with my leftover water. I mean, I don't think anything's gonna catch fire out here, but I don't want to be the cause of it. Same way here. Emptied all my excess water right there. I always bring extra water too, because I don't want to run out of water. And I'm thinking about maybe starting some controlled fires later this winter, taking up this all this brush over here and clean that area, because I constantly think on how I can make things nicer out here. I mean, I got it pretty sweet, I have to admit, but I think, how can I make it nicer? So I'll be looking at that, thinking about it for my next trip. Got everything closed down. I've got a lot of value out here stored, so nothing that can't be replaced, but it still costs me money and I don't want to lose it. That's all.